Hello and welcome to the Classical Era Podcast. My name is Phil Seaman, and joining me today are
George Georgeopoulos.
Baby Ice Cube.
You guys want me to go first?
Sure.
Okay, so
Fucking
in the news we have a pervert
Oh my God! Why did you start it off like that? Out of all the ways,
because that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
Since the Harvey Weinstein incident, people have been coming forward
about everybody
claiming,
Like,
yeah,
about
there's like a
everybody.
whole like master list now of like who's been blamed and
You said a master list. That's a terrible term for that. But
no, that's what the
I know. It's
media's
what I
called
know,
it.
but it's just.
But the most recent one is George H.W. Bush. He's old. He's in a wheelchair. He's at that point in life where people usually just don't care. They'll do whatever they want. And you can't really tell them no.
yes,
because,
you can.
Well, you can, but
You can.
But they won't listen because they're getting back to that point where they're just children again.
Nah, fuck that. You punch old man in the throat when he in a wheelchair, he gonna stop. He gonna stop
So-
real quick.
So apparently his favorite line is, "Who's your favorite, or do you want to know who my favorite magician is?" And it's David Copperfield.
Low key, that's a funny joke. Like you gotta. That's pretty funny. That's pretty good.
So I think the number's up to 5 people have claimed that he's done this to them. And I think the funniest remark in one of the stories was the security guard told the lady she probably shouldn't have stood next to him for the photograph.
That's honesty at its finest right there. But, like, can we really, like... I mean, 5's not that big of a number in the grand scheme of...
it still happened.
I mean, it still happened, but, like... 5 compared to, like, what, the 50... Like, how many had Harvey Weinstein had? Do we know how many allegations he had? No.
too many.
But, like, Trump's in the teens, and he's our president. Like, you know? 5... In the grand scheme of things, George H.W. Bush, light work out here. Light work. Other people out here putting in hours of work for this sexual misconduct.
Quick thing just to confirm. He did all this like recently, like when he's old as fuck.
Yeah. That doesn't, I mean, I don't see why that matters.
'Cause
Nah.
it's
Hold on. I just found another conversation between Bush and one of the ladies. He said, "You're beautiful." She said, "I thank you." He said, "You're a writer." She said, "Yes." He goes, "Do you want to know my favorite book?" He whispered it, so she had to lean in close to hear him. And she says, "Yes, what is it?" David Copperfield.
That's not even.
He's using the same joke.
That's not even.
He's using the same joke. Like, this is why I'm saying he doesn't know what he's doing. Like, he's just lost it.
He didn't even make a joke that makes sense. Oh, that's so great.
we should not be laughing about
That's
this.
so funny. Come on, George. That's
Want to know my
funny.
favorite Laffy Taffy flavor? David Copperfield.
That's essentially what it's like. That's so funny. I like the smooth, like, you got to come in close so I can whisper. That's a pimp move right there. That's a pimp move.
Pimp is not how we should describe it. It's a predator move, man.
That's rape culture, sir.
That's fucked up.
Like, we probably shouldn't. These women they felt assaulted. That's a serious matter.
I felt they were assaulted.
I mean, they were assaulted. They felt their lives have been threatened. So we shouldn't be laughing about it. But at the same time, it's funny.
I'm not laughing about that. I'm
It's
laughing
funny.
about the precursor to that.
Yeah.
He's 93 years old and has been in a wheelchair for the last 5 years.
That's crazy, man. Listen, I feel like every old person knows that one other old guy who's like that, though, right? Mm-hmm. Like, it's not just like there's just one old dude out here in the world who's in a wheelchair just grabbing booty.
Yeah.
Like,
I think old people in general are just kind of dirty. Like even my I won't say who he. So my grandfather, before he became senile, I had a friend over. We were walking outside. I just look over at him and he gestures for me to grab her ass.
wait, hold on.
I'm not gonna
hold
say
on.
who it was.
I know, but your grandfather
No.
gestured for you to grab some woman's ass.
Oh yeah, he just like he didn't try to get my attention. I just kind of like look over him as I'm going outside. He just goes,
That's terrible.
"It's yeah,
Precursor warning. Sorry if you guys hear this. It's water. I promise.
water, 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 water."
Don't do that. Don't do that, George. They don't like that song.
Splashing your bitch like water.
Okay, ugly guy, calm down.
Pull up and fuck on your daughter.
Water. That song's never gonna make it anywhere. Let's be
Oh,
real.
you know what my favorite song by Ugly God is?
What?
David Copperfield. The most.
I know that's how he's using it, George, but that's not how you're supposed to use that joke.
I know. Oh,
That's a
God.
solid joke, though. That's a solid joke.
But only for the one context. And when
Oh,
you start
I mean-
dragging it out to like, what's my favorite book? You want to know my favorite movie?
I mean, yeah, understandable, but like, it's a good joke, solid joke. Solid joke. Man.
It's a solid joke.
It's a solid joke. Any way you cut it, that's
That's
a
literally
good
a
joke.
dad joke.
Yeah.
It is, bro.
Yeah.
What is with this new phenomena in dad jokes? Like, why is everybody about dad jokes these days?
Because what's it called? The generation that appreciated pop culture is becoming dads.
I guess that's true. Man, I heard a good one on this YouTube video the other day. It was like, what'd they say about the female rapper who only battled on her menstrual cycle?
Okay, go for it.
She had a mean flow.
Oh shit.
Terribly misogynistic joke, but it's funny. Like, it's so good.
Oh,
man.
actually, hold up. I recently discovered this new female rapper. What the fuck's her name? David Copperfield.
Oh my damn it, George!
Alright, last one. I promise that was the last one.
Like, why?
Just because this man's. I was about to say he's my hero, but
That's not who
he's
you want.
not
to
my hero.
No. It was really funny because like today, one of Hannah's roommates interviewed me for like a class project or whatever, and so she asked me about leadership and whatnot and it was really weird because it's like she wasn't supposed to interview me because it's supposed to be someone who's out of college and like who has a real job and all this stuff. So I made up all my answers, like every single one of them. It was great. I felt super like adulty though. I was like, oh, I'm being interviewed. Yes.
Wear a suit.
I
Nice tie.
No, I was literally still in like sweatpants and the shirt I slept in.
Got a mustard stain on the shirt.
No.
All right.
We went to TGI Fridays last night.
Yeah.
And they had a sale on ribs.
Hmm?
So we basically all got ribs. They didn't come on plates.
What?
They came on cutting boards with a little ridge cut around like the edge so it would catch the sauce.
That's awesome.
No, it doesn't catch the sauce. It just flows everywhere.
So you just got barbecue sauce everywhere, huh?
Yeah.
That's solid. Where is there TGI Fridays around here still?
82nd.
Never mind. I ain't going all the way over there for that. Nah, not worth
It's
it.
better than the one in Castleton.
True though, probably. That kind of sucks. I went to Applebee's this weekend for half price apps and got a few cocktails. It's good shit. Good shit. That's about what I did. That's like the only thing to do in Franklin, Indiana,
What?
is go to Applebee's.
What about Wings, etc.?
Oh, I guess that's down there too. Like no one goes there because it's like not. It's like the cheap B-dubs. You know?
I have a coworker who lives in Franklin.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's tight.
He makes that drive every day.
That's a terrible drive, man. It's terrible. George is having a crisis over here.
A man actually decided to take a flight using balloons and a chair.
That's tight.
And a man fell to his death, or
He used 80 giant helium balloons and flew.
Bro, that's
how far?
we're not that far from Up. This is the moment right here. Up is coming. It's gonna become real life. Watch.
I don't want to watch.
There's gonna be some old man still living in a house in the middle of Chicago that they want to tear down.
'Cause-
He's gonna lift that bitch.
Because I know their final destination. Do you know what their final destination is going to be?
What?
The scene of the crash.
Okay, George, you can be pessimistic all you want. I'm
That's-
I'm hopeful. Disney got it right. I'm hopeful, sir. I'm hopeful. You were gonna say something?
Yeah. Actually, quick thing. Not the other thing I wanted to bring up.
Oh.
Today is October 29th. Yesterday was October 28th. Do you know
Yes.
what October 28th is, Brandon?
I'm guessing it's Oxy Day because of your Snapchat.
Ohi-Day.
Ohi Day.
Ohi Day. You guys want to learn about Ohi-Day?
I said I look like Oxy Day in English, so it was OXI. I was like, I assume that's the drug. I don't know, because there was a day recently where it was like opioid, like
Awareness.
awareness day. So I thought that's what you were talking about, but
No. You want to learn about Orchidea?
Go for it.
All right, so to the two Greek people I think who listen to this podcast.
Calling it out. All right.
So Orchidea.
Yeah.
October 28th.
Weird
Dates
random
back.
day. That's fine.
No, not random.
Just kidding.
Dates back to 1940.
Yeah.
The Prime Minister of Greece was contacted by Benito Mussolini, saying, "Hey, let us control key strategic areas in Greece."
So like all of
AK
Greece. That's
yeah,
fine.
that's what it was essentially. Let us conquer Greece.
Yeah.
Or it's gonna be a war. This motherfucker said one word back. One word.
Yep. Go for it.
Orchi.
Which
Meaning
mean-
no in Greek.
So this is technically no day.
Well, it was. Yesterday was no day. Thank you very much.
Phil.
I never said it was a good name.
It's a terrible name.
Good cause.
man.
Hey. Italy was a superpower at the time, so we had some. Well, he had some balls saying that.
I mean, I guess. But like,
And then what happened after that? We kicked their ass all the way back into Albania.
there you
And
go.
you know what happened after that?
Nope.
They came back with German and Bulgarian reinforcements and tore us apart.
There you go. I don't even know why you would want like strategic areas in Greece. You're talking about literally everywhere in Greece because just the ports are the only useful thing. No offense,
yeah,
but it's all mountain. Like it's
No, like it was just like, hey, you're ours now, or it's a fight. And
Right.
It's like, it's a fight then.
Well, I guess you can't. If you control Greece, you control the Mediterranean. Like, let's be real.
Oh well, yeah, especially if you're Italy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you pretty much control most of the ports.
Facts, B.
Yeah.
Facts.
And then from there, it's just like boop, ba-doop, ba-doop,
You know, I don't remember what class I was in. Oh my god. I want to say it was American history. I don't remember. Anyway, I was in some class. No, it was African American history. Right? Leave it to black people. Anyway,
the fuck.
this dude didn't realize, like, they were talking about Cleopatra and how basically we're talking about how early African Americans gravitated to the Egyptian culture because white people took their culture from them.
Yeah.
So they wanted to be a culture that was rich and vibrant and things like that.
Mm.
So they gravitated towards Egyptian culture. Well, white people were like, no, that's our culture, right? It's gonna make. Hold on, I'm getting there.
Oh, I know why. It's our culture.
Okay. So I had to explain to these people like, y'all didn't know like Cleopatra was a Greek. Like you didn't know, and they're like, no, she was Egyptian. I was like, stupid. Do you realize Greece controlled the entirety of the Mediterranean? Every like shore you see on there was under Greek control at one point in time.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. But so yeah, you white people stole Egyptian culture from me. I'm just kidding.
Kind of.
Yeah, a little bit.
But hold up. Do you know how it came to be under Greek control?
I don't know the story.
Alexander the Great.
Was it Alexander?
You want to know how it came under the control of the Ptolemies specifically? Because Alexander the Great was horrible planning shit. So this is what happened. After, this dude was on his deathbed. He didn't have an heir, I guess. And his generals all got around him. And they ask him, who's the empire going to go to? He says, to the strongest, and then fucking dies.
Oh.
They brilliantly just decide, okay, we're not going to kill each other over this, right? And so they split up the empire into 4 parts. One
Smart.
for each general.
Smart.
Ptolemy got Egypt.
I got you.
Yeah.
That's fair.
One of the weirdest bits of world history ever.
Random.
Yeah.
Someone tried to tell me Alexander the Great wasn't Greek. They're like, he's Macedonian. I'm
Hey,
like,
quick thing. Here's what I want you to tell that person. Saying Alexander the Great wasn't Greek, he was Macedonian, is like saying you're not American, you're a Hoosier. Like, seriously, that's the best way. Like, because here, they consider themselves Greek, and the rest of Greece consider the Macedonians Greek.
Yeah.
Because they invited them to the Olympics. They accepted the invitation to the Olympics, which was only for Greeks.
mm-hmm.
Therefore, everyone in the Greek community was like, yeah, you're Greek. And they were like, yeah, we're Greek.
But then
So-
everybody in the outside world was like, no, they're not Greek.
Yeah.
Yeah. This person that told me this is now working towards their PhD. So,
Ooh, great.
there you go. But they're like a linguist, so.
Yeah,
I
they're
thought it
linguists.
was going to be fruit flies.
So they can tell you exactly why they're wrong really well.
Yeah, I assume so, yes. But it was one of my teachers. He asked like, "Does anyone know where Alexander the Great was from?" I was like, "Oh, got this genius right here. It's not hard, but whatever." I was like, "He's Greek," and he's like, "Nope." I was like, then someone else was like, "Was he Egyptian?" I was like, "This is genius." And then he's like, "Nope, he was Macedonian." I'm like, "What did I just say? Like, do you not understand geography, sir? Like, stupid."
Yeah, spoke Greek, wrote Greek,
Thank
had
you.
Greek names.
Like I say, if it
Considered
walks like a
Greek.
He
duck, it
didn't
talks
read
like a
Greek
duck.
though.
No?
For all those out there, George is illiterate as fucking Greek. Like he can't read Greek.
Yeah.
The shit.
No, that's not what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
I'm just
I was
saying.
gonna say like that's so dirty. Petty, Phil. Petty.
I made a joke I didn't even know I was making.
Petty.
So what's the next topic?
I think So you want me to go?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go
Okay.
for it.
Okay. I was sitting in my car the other day, and it all kind of my idea of this all kind of started when people were like, pray for Gordon Hayward, like when he broke his ankle or whatever, broke his leg. And then when people were like, pray for Puerto Rico and pray for Houston, all these other places, right? What does that really do?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, you guys know I grew up in the church. I have some level of faith.
Yeah.
But I also understand, like, faith also has come along with work. You know what I mean? Like, it's good to pray. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel like, you're close to God. It's whatever helps you through this time that's good. But there has to be a level of work. You have to actually do something. Now, there are moments in life where all you can do is pray, which that's fine.
Did you ever
Right.
see the picture of the semi-trailer filled with prayers and dreams? That was a picture that popped up right after the Houston flooding.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Houston flooding.
The Houston flooding.
It's right next to Whoville.
But it's like you only see people only like, and now it's become to the point where it's like social media. It's like pray up. Like it's just a tweet. Like it's not like
You're not.
they're not literally like bowing their heads, getting in their head, like feeling like they're talking to whoever they believe in anymore. It's just become like this saying that means nothing. And it's kind of sad.
Yeah. Posts and misspellings for Puerto Rico.
Because it's like
That's what it's come down to, man.
it's like because prayer, like obviously you're not religious, you don't care, but prayer is supposed to be this powerful thing that helps you connect to your God, that helps you communicate and makes you feel closer to Him.
Yeah.
But now it's just become this like pop culture thing where it's like,
Yeah.
oh, if I just say pray, I'm cool. You know what I mean? And it's a very sad thing. Like it's just like
Me
do
too.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's basically saying like, yeah, me too. It's like if you're gonna pray for someone, that's cool. Do that. They deserve it. If they do deserve it, they deserve it.
Yeah.
But also like, go donate to something. Go donate to the relief fund for Houston or Puerto Rico, or go down there and help those people if you're nearby, or do something other than just post a tweet that says pray. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just, I understand the sentiment behind it. Don't get me wrong. Like you, I was raised in the church, and I'm far from an atheist. I still believe in a higher power. Just don't know what the fuck it wants.
Yep.
But in the words of Doug Stanhope, when you say thoughts and prayers, could you do less?
No.
Exactly. You just
No.
spreading the word. That's good.
Yeah.
But you have to.
There has to be something else behind it. It's like every good
Thoughts, prayers, and donations for Puerto Rico.
There you go. Every persuasive speech, it's not just telling you what's going on. At the end of every speech like that, or at the end of every persuasive message, there's a call to action.
Yeah.
There's a reason that's there. It's to make you want to get up and do something about it.
I think it was Westfield High School. They had a fundraiser. Their goal was to fill one semi-trailer full of food and clothing for, I think it was Texas and Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Do you know how many they actually ended up filling? It was like 7.5 trailers.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's a shit ton of stuff.
Yep. And you know what they probably still did? They could probably still post tweets say pray for Puerto Rico, but they still did something. You know?
That's awesome. That's tremendous. They should be very proud of themselves.
Yeah, but the counter side of that is there are situations like with what happened to Gordon Hayward and with happens to some other athletes, and that things that like you can't control or you can't help.
Yeah.
Sometimes that prayer is all you can do. You can still do that. I'm not saying don't do that. That's still a good thing because that makes people feel good and that makes people have hope. But like,
and plus, it might help along his recovery if that individual sees all those people, all they care.
Yeah, it'll make him make him or her want to fight longer.
Do you know what they do at our church for something like that? Where like somebody has a surgery and they can't do something or breaks a leg, blah blah blah. You get casseroles.
That's tight.
Hey man, casseroles are tremendous though.
People will make you dinner for like a week or so.
So like, I didn't even know you still went to Churchville. I didn't even know you had.
No,
a church.
I don't.
Oh, okay. I was like, where did this came out of left field? Like,
I'm
what?
one of those Christmas, Easters.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've become less than that, so it's fine.
He-
like it's
He has a
fine.
foot on base. He has a foot on base.
Yeah.
I kind of dove and just kind of touched it.
Yeah. Or are you on your way to the plate? Is that a better analogy? Because you're not. Because like if you get on base, like you're active. You're active in there. But like if you just like if you're sitting in the batter's box,
I'm in the
waiting,
bullpen.
The bullpen. There we'll
you
go to the
go.
bullpen. Bullpen's better. That's a better analogy. I don't know
That
baseball
analogy just went
at all.
everywhere. What the fuck
I
happened?
just I
We
don't
went from the base to home plate batting to
It's-
bullpen.
He got
Because
three.
I figure if you're on a base, you're like you're
part of the
yeah
game.
you're part
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah,
If you're in the
basically-
bullpen, you're just like kind of warming up, waiting. Oh, my pitch time, cool. Go for one.
I'm a bench warmer in
Go
the
for-
dugout.
Go for 3 pitches, head out. That's it.
Here might be a better analogy. You're still in the club, but you're the closest to the door.
That's good. I like.
You're
that. That's a
here,
solid one.
but you're gonna leave right as soon as this is over.
But do you think this is like a sign that religion is like dying out?
Well, religion's been dying.
I
And don't
think-
get me wrong, I have no
I
problems
don't
with
think it's-
religion.
I don't think it's been dying that.
I
Like,
mean, shit. I mean,
I don't think it's really a sign that it's dying out. I think it's just a sign that people are kind of getting fed up with organized religion.
Yeah.
I feel like there's only. I mean, in America, there's really like let's be real. There's like 2, maybe 3 organized religions. When in the world, there's like thousands. Like, you don't ever like America. I'm gonna take your water again. Sorry. You don't really like America doesn't expose you to like very many other options when it comes to religion.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, in my world history class, we learned about a lot of them. Judaism, Islam.
Yeah, but how much did you learn about them?
Quite a bit. What they practice, what they preach, how they practice.
I mean, would you say that you're an expert on?
No.
Do you know what their church services are like, or their or whatever they're? I don't know what you call them.
No. But
Well,
okay,
you didn't experience it. Like,
okay, there's a big difference.
No, I mean, because like, I understand. I understand.
Know
what you're
about them
saying.
and having a general
I
understanding.
understand what you're saying, but it's just like I feel like. Do you know where the closest like Muslim mosque is?
No, but I know where the closest synagogue is.
I mean, that's fair. But
It's on my way to my church.
There's one
Shut
down
up.
the street from George's church.
Yeah.
is that Muslim?
No,
or-
that's the synagogue is Jewish.
I know. that's
Jewish.
I said a mosque, not a.
No,
synagogue.
I said synagogue.
I know. I know.
I
What you,
just
I'm talking
know-
to him.
I just know there was like when they first built the building, there were 2 days where you could go take your shoes off and take a tour, and then we weren't allowed back in.
What did you do?
No, that's everybody.
Oh, I was about to say,
They opened it up for like the first 2 days so you could take a tour, see the building, and after that you had to be a member of whatever church it was.
synagogue.
That's fair.
Temple.
Church, synagogue, temple, yes.
Are the 3 Abrahamic religions the only ones that like pray in the sense that we think of praying? Because I don't know. Like I'm gonna be straight, but I have no idea. Like I don't know what Buddhists do or.
I don't know. Buddhists don't.
They
don't
pray to
really have
Buddha.
they don't have a. No, they don't have a god. But
I totally just burped. Sorry.
Buddhism's kind of like nihilism. Actually, it's kind of like an acceptance of life and things. It's weird.
Solid Scientology though. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no,
I'm
no,
just
no. That
kidding,
is
I'm
the
just kidding.
one true religion.
I'm just kidding.
Thank you very much. All hail Xenu.
Shut up.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't know. I just find it interesting that like that phrase, because like our parents and our parents' parents, that phrase means something. You know.
Prayer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to us, it's like, what does that really mean? It means you're doing nothing. It means you're just sitting in front of a computer, typing it out, and then that's it. That's the only, like you take 3 seconds out of your day to type the letters PRAYUP or PRAY for blah blah blah. That's it. That doesn't mean nothing.
I just think about prayer as sending the thought out to the universe, just like. Yeah, there you go.
It's a
Take-
message in a
take
bottle.
that. Yeah,
It
essentially.
might get received. You never know.
Yeah, but I'm saying like that's okay because that's
Yeah.
your form of prayer, which everyone's form of prayer is different. But I just mean like in this situation, it's kind of like.
Oh no,
you're-
I
you're
actually
not-
have a bottle. I throw it out into the
Yeah,
street,
yeah.
see if anybody catches it.
I just wish there'd be like more people would like pray and then back it up with doing something, or at least
Yeah.
attempting to do something. You know, like if you try something and that doesn't end up working out for the whatever situation you're in, then that's cool. You still gave an effort of somewhat rather than just tweeting pray. Like, you know what I mean? It's a waste of time. It's wasted time. You could be doing something important.
Like giving to people, to those in need.
Facts.
Yes.
Facts. Another problem is people don't talk no more.
You gotta find someone to talk to.
But like, think of how great the world would be if we all would just talk. Like, if everybody in the world did what we do every Sunday here. I mean, obviously they don't have to put it out there.
No,
That's
because
like
there's certain
mass
people I
amount.
really don't want to talk to, man.
No. I'm not saying, but like, if you because like think about it. What did we know about Phil's political views? Like, what did we really know about his political views before we start talking about this?
I knew he was a Trump supporter.
I mean, that's fine, but like,
But that's only because Hillary. So
Yeah.
yeah, but like I didn't know like where on the spectrum Phil fell because we never talked about it. Like I know Phil as a person because I know he's not a racist. I know he's not like an anti-Semitic person. I know these things about him, but I don't know his real political views on life. You know what I mean? And I didn't know that about you. I had no idea I knew you were liberal as fuck, but I didn't know like how. You know what I mean? So I just feel like if we all had these conversations, there would be a better gauge of where people are, and there'd be like less controversy about it. So
Actually, that was the main theme of the song "The Sound of Silence."
what is that?
You ever heard that song?
No.
Don't forget. I don't remember who originally made it. I think it was like Simon and Garfunkel.
Oh, see, that's too white for me, man. You know, I just
I was about to say Disturbed also made a version, but
the cover was done extremely well.
yeah.
It actually moved one of my coworkers to tears.
What? The cover for the Disturbed version?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I thought like the cover is in the song.
y'all speaking another language to me right now.
Yeah. I thought he meant album cover. I'm like, it wasn't that cool.
Just see it and just start bawling your
But
eyes out.
I'll play it for you after we get done here because it's actually very moving and has a really good message. It really,
that's a great message to send out there.
it really is.
Especially just the vocal version.
No, I can't do that. I hate acapella. It just seems too awkward.
No, why? That's how you can tell if someone can really sing.
Well,
or
George,
not.
you love the Halo theme song, right?
Huh? Oh.
Gregorian chanting is very different kind, sir. I think there's this one song in Greek that doesn't have any instruments to it. It's something about the Hagia Sophia. It's the weirdest song ever.
Why does he act like we know what that means?
Hagia
Like,
Sophia is a church
Yeah.
in Istanbul.
see, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
We don't say it that way. We say the Hagia Sophia.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why did you just say that?
The Hagia Sophia.
Why did you just say that?
Well, okay, it's kind of like saying...
Katie, what are you doing? Over here making noises?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Hagia Sophia just means Saint Sophia. Hagia is saint. Well, the
Is that what that means?
feminine term, saint.
Oh, I didn't know that's what that word
He was saying it with the accent, how it's supposed
Yeah.
to be pronounced.
I've never heard it that way in
It's
my
like if
entire
you-
life, bro.
You know how we're just talking about nihilism? You know the philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche?
I don't think so.
Well, he invented this concept in philosophy called the Übermensch, which is just German for overman. But everyone continues to call it the Übermensch.
Oh.
In reality, it'd be like, Übermensch! And
Germans the only ones that yell and cough at the same time.
no. No, it's considering this is Friedrich Nietzsche, who's just pissed off. Yeah, he'd probably actually say that.
Like, okay, calm down, sir.
But, shit wasn't... Yeah, dude, this song was weird as fuck. There's no, like... It's just all vocals, and it's like... Remember how I described Greek music that one time? Grab a goat by the balls and pull real hard.
God dang it.
So, like, my brother used to listen to it occasionally. You just hear... Hagia Sophia! It was horrible.
Oh my god. He said grab a goat by the balls and just pull real hard. And that's not a village thing to do. I don't know what the hell it is. Jesus Christ. You really are a hick from the village, aren't you? That's terrible.
I was raised by the Middle East.
And that means you're from there.
That's what I don't care about.
Let's be real.
That's why I don't care about animals. I don't. I really don't.
It's fine.
So where were we actually with this conversation?
Basically, we were
Bruh.
just telling people to talk more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do we want to jump into the robot, George?
Fucking robot, dude. This was
Robot.
weird as shit. So, there's an artificial intelligence that has been given citizenship to Saudi Arabia. Quick thing, in Saudi Arabia, women are second-class citizens.
That's what I was just
A f-
thinking. I was
hold
like,
up.
wait
A
a
fucking
minute.
robot
Wait a minute.
shaped and that acts like a woman, has the face of a woman, has more rights than a woman in that country. Doesn't have to wear a hijab, doesn't have to have a male guardian escorting it around.
It's like that tree that has ownership of itself. It's just like, why?
Because people are...
Fucking goofy.
Thank you, George. Katie blowing her vape in my face. Rude. But yeah, people are just goofy. Like, why is that First of all, I don't think you should be giving anybody rights until you figure out what you're doing with women. Like, that's the first step. Like,
I don't know if we should be giving artificial intelligence right just yet, because we still haven't figured out what makes
Well,
something.
it's too late, George.
This is how we end up with C-3PO.
Damn.
Why? I hate you so much.
You could have said a million other robots. You went
Like,
with
you just
C-3PO. Like, what the fuck?
It's the smartest robot ever, but stupid at the same damn time.
Oh, my God.
So he's really the most human of all the robots.
Yes.
Facts, though.
Might be
Robot.
because he's played by a human. but-
Plus, I don't want to have to switch up my term from people are fucking goofy to things are fucking goofy.
I mean, things are goofy.
the
Okay,
world is
you know
just
what I
fucking
mean.
goofy, George.
Yeah.
Facts.
Intelligent life forms are just fucking goofy. Like, that
But, like,
doesn't,
I
that
mean-
doesn't flow.
I think I don't agree with the fact that they made it a citizen, because that's just absurd. Like, that's you don't want women to be citizens, but you want a robot to be come on now.
Yeah, I don't know what their goal is with that.
They're
Hey, look
saying-
at us. We're somehow progressive. Like, nah.
They're saying robots are better than women. That's what they're doing.
My thing is, like, do they realize, like, without women, men ain't shit? Like, let's be real.
It's not either or. Both sexes need each other.
I mean, they do, but, like, who's the one that carries the, like, let's be real here. Who's the
It's
one who carries the baby?
Even.
No.
Oh, no.
No, it's not.
I thought you were saying.
No, it's
no,
not.
I thought you were saying, like, carry civilizations. Like, it's
No,
both.
no,
man.
no. I mean, I'm talking about, like,
The baby? No. You need women. You need women for the baby. Especially if it's a boy.
that's what I'm saying.
Little boys need mothers. Same
Like,
way I imagine that girls need fathers in a sense.
It boggles my mind because, like, the reason in, like, history and, like, early, like, primitive, like, let's say we can even say, like, African villages, the reason their women don't do the hunting and the war and all this stuff, all the macho things, is because why would you put, like, cause the thing that creates life in that why would you put them in that situation? That's like counter evolutionary.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? So,
It's
like,
just not smart.
yeah.
That's how you lose a village.
exactly. That's the quickest way to kill your village. Like, the quickest way to kill your village. So, like, but now, like, men have just warped it to make it seem like, oh, women aren't strong. Women can't do that. Like, no. It's smarter to have men do the stupid, dumb, dangerous shit than have women do it who who essentially give birth. Like,
Yes.
it's just, and I don't understand why there are civilizations out here who still haven't figured that out. Like, who still don't realize, like, women are, I'm going to be honest, women are probably more important than men. I'm just going to say it.
No, you need both.
I mean, you need both, but, like, in the grand scheme of life, like,
Oh, yeah, we could afford to lose way more
that's what I'm saying.
men than we could women.
Yes, exactly. Like, I mean, granted, like, what's the, monogamy doesn't allow, monogamy kind of creates it so there has to be equal number of men and women. But there are dudes who can plant many a seeds.
Or sperm banks,
I mean that too, but like men are more expendable. Like,
Yeah, that's another reason why they're sent off to war.
It's like the episode of Rick and Morty.
What? Oh, God, that was fucked up. That episode was weird.
I don't know what episode that is. I just started the series. I don't.
Basically, men are garbage and everything's run by women.
In one episode.
I mean,
Yeah. It's weird.
I don't think that's weird.
What?
Why is it weird?
What's weird?
Why is it weird that, like,
Men are garbage? You should never view an entire group as garbage.
but I mean, why would it be weird for women to just run the world?
No, the entire episode was weird, not the concept.
Oh,
I have no problem with whoever runs the world as long as they do it right and they're not fucking things up.
See, I try to catch you, get you in trouble. So,
Yeah.
I'm just playing.
Piece of shit. But what the hell was I going to say?
I don't know. I interrupted you. My apologies.
No, the episode was weird. Just because, like...
What episode of Rick and Morty isn't weird, though?
No.
True.
Okay, yeah. But...
No, I think we
I'm
should.
Pickle Rick.
Shut up. I think it'd be interesting to see, like, what would it be like? Like, how would the world, like, how much the world would change if we just, like, got rid of women, like, just for like 2 days.
We would end up like China.
Facts.
Wouldn't be good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like
They make up how much of the workforce?
Oh, did you know how many dirty dishes we'd have to catch up on?
God damn it.
Phil. Oh my god. Phil coming in with these jokes.
Do you know how less stressful driving around would be?
Stop, Phil.
Feels a He-Man woman hater.
You're gonna get us in trouble. Stop. Oh, there's the dog.
Disclaimer: this is all just fun and games. I'm not actually believing that any of this shit's true.
Bullshit. You should see him in public. He's like, listen here, ladyface. And
We can confirm his statement because Katie, his girlfriend, is currently laughing at him right now, so it's fine. It's all good.
Yeah.
she's I guess you could call it
a girl?
no,
A
I'm
woman?
blanking.
I did slam on the horn and yell something that starts with a C at a lady at the gas station today, though.
You say that word too?
Dude, I was so mad. I'd been driving around the Kroger parking lot for 15 minutes. One opened up. I put my car in reverse to back in, and the lady cut in. And I'm like, man, I was so mad.
I would love to hear that.
That is so.
And then another one
funny.
opened up, and I got done pumping gas before she even started. She just sat there.
That's so.
I would have
funny.
paid money to hear Phil say that.
I don't think I've ever heard Phil say that before.
He'll
My road rage is so bad.
same.
Bro, all three of us are terrible.
Learn how to fucking drive, people. I swear to God, you know what the left lane is for, people? Passing. So if you're going 70,
Whoa, back up, calm down, calm
so
down.
if you're going 70 and the people to your right are going 75, you done fucked up.
calm down.
Well, do you know why people do that, right?
they're-
Because there's some people in their logical minds that think, if I drive slower in the fast lane, it'll cause other people to drive slower, and it'll create less traffic jams
Nope.
and less accidents. No, it just pisses people off, and then you have more traffic and more traffic jams.
Yeah.
It's because people don't know how to use the roads.
There are times though when I'll be like, there will be nobody on the road, and I'll just instinctually go to the left lane and at least do like 15 over and just put it in cruise control. But as soon as someone comes up my ass, I'm like, I need to get over and get out their way, you know?
Yeah.
And then I chill in that lane until it's just open road again, and I can
Well,
just be like instinctually just go
That's how you're
left.
supposed to
That's
do that.
the law they passed in Indiana last year.
Is it? I didn't
If
even
you're in
know.
the fast lane and somebody's coming up behind you at a faster rate of speed, you have to pull the fuck over.
I think that's just common sense and common
Yeah.
courtesy.
But nobody does it.
Well, that's because people are goofy.
Animals.
I fly up behind people, flash my rights 1,000 times until they move over.
Yeah.
Like, just get out of the way. You're
Most
in
of
the
the-
wrong lane.
Most of the time it works.
Really?
That is
Yeah.
one thing I like. Like, it's a 50-50 thing. But, like, all I have to do is flash my brights twice. Someone goes, oh, and just gets over. And then I pass them. They get back.
There is one time though, I'm gonna snitch on myself. I purposely broke that law because there was a dude behind me being an asshole. Because there was a semi in front of me who was getting over. Right. I don't know why a semi's ever in the left lane. I was already mad at this dude.
Yeah.
And so I'm cruising, and there's another semi to my right, and this dude's trying to haul ass. So I'm already going like 20 over. I'm not gonna go ridiculous like 40 miles an hour over just to make this man happy. And he was like right on my ass. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna chill right here. I literally matched the speed of this semi next to me, and this dude was so mad.
We've done that before, actually.
He slowed down.
I have something to say.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
So whenever I go on road trips and I'm heading back to Indiana, all the people who are Indiana plates will move over for me. If they don't have an Indiana plate, that's who I have trouble with.
Wait, really?
I'm not even kidding.
No, it's true. I've noticed that, actually.
I've noticed that when I've headed back home, if it's an Indiana plate, I'm like, I know they're going to get over for me. And they do.
That was a quick sidebar from Phil's girlfriend, Katie.
The elusive Katie. Katie
Not really
Matthews.
elusive. She's fine. She's easy to find. Just be like, text her, hey, what's up? How you been?
No, I mean, But it's like, so he slowed down, went around the semi, and then as soon as he got around the semi, I just mashed it out. And he went around, he got on the front of the semi, and I was still in front of him. And he ran, and he get off on his exit, and just flipped me off the entire time. I'm just sitting there looking at him, laughing. It was so funny. Which probably isn't a good thing, because he was like a redneck white dude. He easily could have just pulled out a pistol and shot my car up, and I would have been dead. But in hindsight, I thought that was probably dangerous, but it was funny as shit in the moment.
There's sometimes people just deserve to get dicked with on the roads. Like,
It's so fun, man.
if you're being an asshole, you're going to get fucking dicked with.
Yeah. We done something similar to that where what happened was we were driving on Meridian For those of you who don't know, Meridian's a two-way
It's
road.
called 31, sir.
Keystone.
Keystone? It was
It was
Keystone. we did-
Keystone.
When
We
you
did
ran
this?
that dude off the road?
No. Don't judge. Anyway, what happened was this: it was me and Phil. We were each in a lane. This lady behind us, as soon as the light turned green, she was one of those, honked on her horn.
Fuck that lady.
Oh, we
man.
sat there going 40 right next to each other for a good 2-3 miles. Fuck that bitch.
Oh my god, man! There was one time my mom was in the roundabout in front of that McDonald's that you have to do, pull like the U-turn and stuff. And do you know how on the two ends of the roundabout that aren't leading you to Keystone, it's like one lane.
Yeah.
Well, like, so someone tried to like basically cut her out of it because they were in the wrong lane, and she's like, no. So she literally stood her ground. This person ran right into a sign, and I'm like, Mom, that is so savage. She basically tried to kill somebody. It's fine.
Well, see, the problem is people don't understand it's a roundabout. So if they stay in their
Yep.
lane, they can just go around again.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I don't know. It was so funny. I was like, Mom, that is the most savage thing you've ever done.
The one right there by Carmel High School on Keystone is really bad about that. People get in the left lane, and then only the right lane goes straight towards downtown Carmel. Everybody tries to get over.
Yeah, I know. It's
So I'm always like right there next to them, just close enough to where they can see me.
Yep. And it is. Well, how have we not figured this out yet? Like, roundabouts aren't that hard. It's just fucking circle.
People are fucking goofy.
Because there's a lot of people who come here who don't know how they work.
That's why my boss, she's from Plainfield, and she's like, I've never been in so many roundabouts, and I'm like, yeah, it's you get used to it after a while.
You also get dizzy.
Yeah.
Did you see they finished the roundabout on Range Line between 126th and Main Street by the liquor store and the Circle K?
Liquor store.
No.
Because it's that section of
Oh,
Range Line.
yeah.
Dude, it's a one-lane roundabout.
Get out of here.
There's one
Stop.
lane in, one lane out.
Stop. Phil, stop. No. That's no.
Do you know why? Because they're going to turn all of Range Line into a one-lane road.
This is
Smart people.
This
these
is like
people.
so local to us that is probably, it's whatever, but like that's
To be fair, most of our listeners are local still.
I know, I'm just saying, but like that's just annoying. Like, why? Who elected this mayor again?
You can ask Katie. I was pretty raged when I realized that it was only one lane. I'm like, God damn it! They're turning Range Line into a one-lane road, one lane south, one lane north. All this is gonna fucking do is cause more traffic, and I'm gonna be pissed. And
For any of those who don't know about Carmel's roads, Range Line is like one of the main arteries of like downtown Carmel. Like everybody uses Range Line when they're downtown.
Downtown.
So like it's kind of terrible if they put it into one lane because that's like the busiest road ever.
It's like making a highway one lane.
Yeah, it's pretty.
it
rough.
would be like making 465 2 lanes going each direction
Yep. It's,
instead of 4.
yep. Yeah, it's
I
pretty
think I'd
rough.
kill someone at that point.
Oh my god, dude! I just
Oh god. I'd have a plow in my car.
I might get a moped just so I can use a sidewalk.
dude. Oh my god. I think I almost saw someone die.
This is a good story.
So it was on my way over to our friend Danny and Caitlin's yesterday. So I noticed this guy on a motorcycle. On my way over, I was on 465 South, and he was in the what's it called, on the shoulder of the road. I was guessing he had some form of trouble.
Yeah.
And then I look at my rear view. He had got into the lane, but the person behind me was going just as fast as me, and I was going 80. And dude, I see them fade into the distance, and I just see 3 headlights. I literally drove like this, like with Kevin McAllister, Home Alone, like for like a minute, like.
That's so funny.
Oh,
I mean, it's not funny, but that's like I can just imagine your reaction. That would be hilarious.
No, because, like, dude, they were, like I'm telling you, within a minute, they were out of my rear view. I'm like, oh, no. Oh, no. Someone's dead.
That would you would be the one person to catch that.
So fucked up, man.
That's funny. So, I was in Franklin this weekend, right?
No, you weren't.
Shut up. It was like, I don't know, it was probably like 9:30, 10. And one of Hannah's friends needed to go to Meyer. And on the way, they wanted to go to White Castle and get chicken rings. White Castle is utterly disgusting.
No, it's not.
It's gross. Shut up.
It's the
It's
best
really
thing
not.
ever.
Phil, stop.
No.
Anyway, so they're sitting there ordering, and me being me, they were just like being women, bickering back and forth. So I hopped out the car, and I just stood there, right? And I started walking up the drive-through outside of the car, and I was going to pretend to be a hitchhiker at the in front of them, so they have to pick me back up. Bro, I didn't know they were done ordering, and they just start driving, and I'm like, wait! So I run down the car, and they stop at the first window, and there was someone there cleaning their second window, and the next thing they know, they see this black man in a hoodie run up to this car and pull on the car door. Bro, it was the most sketchiest thing they probably ever seen in their life, and she just looked at me with utter fear, and I was like, guys, open the door, open the door, open the door. And Hannah finally just unlocked the door, and I hopped in. But
You done fucked up.
right, I was like. And it was in Franklin, Indiana, probably the most white city ever. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get shot. This is terrible. I immediately regretted that decision, but it was funny as hell. I love messing with white people sometimes because it's just that moment and that's just so funny. She was so scared for these three girls. It was hilarious.
Funny thing happened at work Friday.
That was a nice voice crack, bro.
Thank you. Lady brought her car in because
Yep.
we have a mobile paint and dent repair guy.
Yeah.
Well, gets a dent and a couple scratches on her car fixed. Comes, picks up the car. She's pulling out of the parking lot. She's at the entrance where you sit on the road to turn onto the road.
Mm-hmm.
A truck comes by with 3 mattresses in the back. Mattress flies off, smashes the hood and the windshield of this car.
Oh my god!
She didn't even make it out of the parking lot.
That is so funny. But that's hilarious.
Well, this as soon as it happened, all the texts, because the building runs parallel to the street, all the texts are at the north side of the building against the glass, looking out oh my god.
That sucks.
And there were cops and
yeah.
the person driving that truck with the mattress came back 15 minutes later.
Why would you not tie a mattress? Did he just think that
Please, that's too much work.
No, they probably used bungee cords.
Yeah, probably. But and that's I used bungee cords before, but to keep my trunk closed. But I got stuff in it with.
There's a difference between bungee cords and ratchet straps.
True. But I don't own that kind of stuff, Phil. I'm a simple black man living in Carmel, Indiana. I don't own.
Your dad has ratchet straps.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
They're in the garage.
I love how Phil knows what's in my house. Oh my god.
I forget what we were helping. Oh, moving your uncle's stuff.
Oh yeah.
Your dad had ratchet straps.
Oh, yeah, I guess I do remember that now. This is awkward. But why do you remember that?
I remember a lot of shit.
Oh my god. I love how this podcast has gone from us talking about stuff to just us telling stories of our lives, which is not bad. It's more entertaining to me sometimes. Just to listen.
Sometimes we just gotta relax and get away from the serious.
Bro, I've needed that this week because my week has been so stressful. I was I needed to go. I was Thursday. I was in class watching the clock, waiting for it to let me out of class so I can just drive to Franklin and forget I even go to school or work or anything. Just needed to get away.
Not to mention our past 3 episodes have been really fucking they had to be serious because of the things we were talking about.
There's a lot going on
This week. I don't think anything stupid
nothing
serious
really,
happened.
no.
Yeah, even in politics, the worst thing that's happening right now is,
Why did Barack Obama get summoned for jury duty?
yo, did he?
I'm dog. This
Because
dude,
he's not the president
I was
anymore.
this dude hasn't done enough. Being president doesn't get you a pass from that.
I feel like it normally does.
Right?
Yeah.
And why's it gotta be the black man that doesn't get the pass? What's up with that?
Because you do not want H.W. Bush near anybody. I'd like to call the
Back up. You're blowing the mic out.
I'm sorry. I'd like to call the witness David Copperfield to the stand.
You said your last one was 30 minutes ago. Okay.
Okay, that was the last joke. That makes context sense. Context.
But Clinton didn't get one that I know of. Why didn't
Because he was on trial.
he was already there.
God damn it. But why's the old president have to go to jury duty, man? That should get you a pass. There are certain jobs.
Because he's actually young compared to the rest of the presidents.
Yeah, he's what, 53?
56.
Yeah.
But there are certain jobs I feel should get you out of jury duty, right?
All the other ones are at 71 or above.
Judges don't have to go to jury duty. I understand that, but that's it's a job.
I think if you work a government job, technically you can get out of it.
I don't know. Because
you're a government employee.
I don't know if my mom gets out of it. I probably shouldn't put that information out there, but that's fine.
See, now you understand why I never want to do a live podcast.
I mean, we're not gonna edit that out because it's whatever.
Yeah, you know.
It's
We do everything in the raw.
yeah, raw and uncut.
Maybe I like it raw.
Maybe I like it raw.
Dude,
There was a good dad joke about that.
what?
What'd the steak say to the sushi?
What?
Baby, I like it raw. Baby, I like it raw.
What's that song? It's by Old Dirty Bastard. It was in the what's it called? It was in the trailers for Luke Cage. It was so funny because you just see like Luke Cage bashing everyone with his car doors, like "Baby, I like it raw." Gotta wake up and be somebody.
It's a good joke, though.
Same part of the song.
Did you catch the hilarious one-liner in one of the recent episodes of Stranger Things, George?
There's a lot of them,
Are we about to become one of those podcasts that talks about TV shows?
dude.
Well,
Because
it's funny things that
I mean, I'm not. Y'all can have this.
it's where
moment.
they're at the detective's house
Mhm.
and the guy slept on the couch and she slept in the
Yeah.
guest room.
Yeah.
And at breakfast he goes, "So how was the pullout?" And I was sitting there laughing and both of them are sitting there like,
fucking my favorite part when Dustin recruits Steve. He's like, "Steve, we have to go." He's like, "Now?" He's like, "Yes, now."
"Do you have the bat?"
Are y'all giving spoilers out there to our peoples?
No.
Oh,
It
I die at
what
the
we're
end.
what we're talking about doesn't really spoil anything. It's just funny like side things that happen in the
Yeah.
show.
I've never
It's
watched the
not
show,
the-
so
You'll have
It's
to
a
watch
good
it.
fucking show, man. Why don't you watch
Yeah,
the
I just-
fucking
We'll come over
show?
here and binge watch it with you
Yeah.
one day.
because honestly, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real with you guys. When it comes to TV, I turn into a complete white girl. Because I watched One Tree Hill at least 3 times, like the entire series.
I feel you.
Like it's a great show, fantastic show.
I did the same thing with Supernatural.
See, you're a total white girl. Except
See-
Supernatural's long as hell. You need a life. Anyway,
I just find like when I'm done with the show, I find another one that looks decent and I start watching it. Like I just finished American Vandal last week, which is literally a documentary being made trying to figure out who drew 27 dicks on the faculty cars at the school.
Holy shit.
It's a Netflix original. It sucked really bad,
That's a noble
but at the
cause.
same time, it was done extremely well.
that's
So
funny.
I continued to watch it.
That's
Oh, I can
funny.
imagine that in the narration. You can see on this dick. Jesus Christ.
That's
No,
funny.
that was part of it. It was like, look, the dicks on the cars have no ball hairs. It couldn't have been him.
Okay, so this is a
This-
totally,
This is a copycat dick.
but it's like this is a totally guilty pleasure of mine, and I'm probably gonna lose my man card and my black
Yeah.
card for this, but I don't give a fuck because whatever. So Blake Lively, like she is bad, bro. Like I'm talking
I
bad.
know who she is.
What? Okay, she's like my freebie along with Beyonce. Anyway, Gossip Girl, fucking tremendous show. I don't know why that's so addicting, and it's like the biggest like girl show ever, but like it's so addicting and good. And I watched it, Phil. I watched the entire thing, binged it, and I loved it, every minute of it.
Never seen Gossip Girl.
Bro, it's literally just like a bunch of high school kids gossiping about life. That's it. That's literally like, and it's just like some random anonymous girl writing all these posts, and it's just like, that's cool.
I'm not gonna lie, I was a pretty big fan of Sex and the City when I was younger.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you look up Blake Lively?
Yeah.
Boy, have you lost your mind? She's bad. Her and Ryan Reynolds are gonna make beautiful.
Lost my
babies.
mind.
You lost your mind.
Okay, yeah, you know me, I'm pretty fucking nuts.
Yeah, that's true. She's probably not brown enough for you. Is that it?
We went over this. We've been over my distrust for the Aryan people.
Oh yeah, I forgot. She's a complete Aryan. My bad. All right, whatever. That's
The
fine.
weirdest, most just out of nowhere prejudice
Have
ever.
we talked about that on this podcast?
I brought it up once or twice. That's how you guys found out about it.
I thought we found about it off.
Nope.
Oh.
No, because we were talking about your prejudice against old white people.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It still makes me laugh that you hate Aryan people.
Wait, yeah. Yours doesn't make sense. We have another friend who's been on this podcast. His prejudice doesn't make sense.
Mine makes sense.
All of them, all old white people,
Yes.
and you hate them. I just distrust.
I mean,
Aryan.
I distrust them, but I hate the ones that are open about it.
You've
but,
never obviously met like an actual 70s hippie.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they're old. But dude, They're nothing like normal old white people.
No, I'm saying like if you were like, I feel like if you were like a kid, if you were in like your teenage years in the 50s and the 40s and the EU were racist. Like, let's be real. Come on now.
Nope.
I mean, majority of you
My
are.
grandparents.
They weren't even here.
Exactly.
Shut up.
They weren't even
they
here.
Hate anybody that's not Greek.
They don't hate a motherfucker, first of all. Second of all,
Didn't you tell me that Greeks are xenophobic?
yeah, it's just more of like, okay, hold on. First of all, not my grandparents. Not in the way you're thinking. There's a difference between xenophobia and just like, oh, you're different.
There's so much happening at this table right now. I'm so confused. That was a terrible whisper.
Yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah, I could hear that completely in the microphone.
Anyway,
Well, I wanted to make sure you could hear it. So
On this heavy discussion of hate, let's stop.
David Copperfield.
God damn it.
Well, thank you for listening to the Classical Urban Podcast. I'm OG Philly G, or Phil Seaman.
My name's David Copperfield.
His baby Ice Cube. Peace out.